The question is, if the average revenue function is, that is AR is equal to 10 plus 5Q minus Q square, Q denotes the output and AR is the average revenue, then marginal revenue function is, options are being given as convex function, concave, can be both, or weakly concave function. We need to find out the correct option. Okay, so since we have to find out the marginal revenue, first we will find out the total revenue. Okay, so total revenue, as we know, is simply equal to average revenue into output, so which will be equal to 10 plus 5Q minus Q square. So to this we multiply Q. So total revenue is simply equal to the average revenue times output, which will be equal to 10Q plus 5Q square minus Q cube. This is our total revenue function. Okay. Now what is marginal revenue function? Marginal revenue is simply the derivative of total revenue function with respect to output, which will be equal to, so we differentiate this total revenue function with respect to Q. So derivative of Q in the first term is 1, so we are left with 10, plus derivative of Q square is 2Q, so 2 into 5 is 10Q, and derivative of Q cube is 3Q square, so we get 3Q square. Okay, now we need to find out whether this marginal revenue function is concave, convex, or weakly concave, or both convex and concave. Okay, for that we apply the second derivative test. Okay, if the second derivative comes out to be negative, then the marginal revenue function will be, concave. If it comes out to be positive, then the marginal revenue function is convex. Okay, so we have, let's take the first derivative of the marginal revenue function, that is the derivative of marginal revenue function with respect to Q. Okay, so we differentiate this with respect to Q. Okay, so derivative of a constant is 0, derivative of Q in the second term is 1, so we are left with 10, minus derivative of Q square is 2Q, so 2 into 3 is 6Q. This is our first derivative. Now what is the second derivative? So we differentiate this again to get the second derivative. That means d square mr upon dq square. Okay, so this is the first derivative. Then we need to find out the second derivative, which is the derivative of the first derivative. Okay, so that gives us second derivative. Let us see what is the sign of the second derivative. Derivative of a constant is 0, derivative of Q will be 1, so we are left with minus 6. Since second derivative is less than 0, okay, so we can say that the marginal revenue function is concave. Okay, if second derivative came out to be positive, then we could have said that the marginal revenue function is convex. So it will look like this. Okay, this is our marginal revenue function. Since the second derivative is negative, we say the marginal revenue function is concave. I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.